Hey, what's going on? Ecom Dominators! Cynthia here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to sell print-on-demand leggings. Now, I have been doing a series of different types of products on my channel, so if you're interested, please go back to watch the other product types. But today, we're going to be focusing on leggings, and it's a very highly requested video from a lot of my students and my subscribers, so I'm going to do a very quick tutorial. Also, if you are new to my channel, hey, what's up? My name is Cynthia and I teach everything related to how to make money online, e-commerce, Shopify, Facebook ads, Pinterest ads. So if you're interested in learning more of that, don't forget to stay subscribed to my channel. Alrighty guys, let's get started. So for those of you who are new to my channel and also new to print on demand, this is what print on demand is. We are literally taking a design file and placing it on a product. So in this case, on a legging, but this design doesn't always have to be placed on a legging. It can be placed on a mug, a pillow, a t-shirt. Wherever you want to place your design, you can do it with print on demand, and all you have to do is really just have the design file. There's really no inventory needed. We don't ask you to store the small, medium, large t-shirt in your warehouse or your basement. You don't have to own any of the printing equipment, no employees, and you don't need any technical experience to get started. So if you're new to this, I will take you literally from start to finish. So I'm literally giving you a free course. So let's get started. All right. Now, the first thing we want to do before we get into anything in the print on demand business is picking a niche. Now, almost any niche will work for print on demand. Specifically leggings, what I hear a lot of people saying is leggings are only for people in the fitness and yoga niche. That's just simply not true. I've seen leggings been sold many times over in different niches. So if you're not in the fitness or yoga niche, you can still make it work with leggings. You just have to know how to market and target your audience. So here are some examples. If you are still struggling picking a niche, you can go with things like teachers, golf, pets, wine, camping, coffee, wolf. All of these are all very, very passionate hobbies or interests that people have. So definitely go with one. But before we get started, it's very important that you go ahead and do your research. A lot of times when people get into print on demand and they don't do prior research or they don't really understand that niche, it's hard to sell a product when you don't know what type of quotes they resonate with or what type of designs they like. So really go ahead and do that research. Now, I know I'm going to be getting lots of questions saying, Cynthia, where do I go and research my niche? So here are some places I do recommend you can go ahead and start. Obviously, go to these places to take inspiration from other people's design, but never copy. I can't stress that enough. So what you can do is literally start Googling your niche and see what comes up. Also, take a look at your competitors' e-com stores. Sign up for the newsletters. All the time when competitors they email their list on a weekly basis saying, hey, we have a new product launch. Take a look at what type of products they are launching, type of designs, things like that. Also, you can look on Pinterest, tons and tons of inspiration. It's still a very underutilized platform. I don't understand why not a lot of marketers are on Pinterest. They literally have such a great platform to find your target audience there. Another one is Reddit. I love that. Go and Google common sayings, quotes, any funny expressions. Those usually also do very well on leggings. Now, let me talk about legging design. So, first off, when people ask me, what type of legging design should I do? I don't know much about leggings. So for me, there are two types of legging designs. I'm pretty sure there's more, but there's only really two that I really go for, and that is the patterned one and the one-sided, meaning the design is only printed on one side of the legging. I'm going to give you an example later on, but a lot of people might ask, Cynthia, I'm interested in selling leggings, so where can I get these designs? So I'm going to recommend two different places. So number one, find a designer. You can go on either Fiverr.com, Upwork.com, or 99 Designs. You can find amazing, amazing designers on those websites. But be careful. Sometimes you have to ask them to review their portfolio or see their past work, making sure that's the type of design you're going for. And also make sure that these designers understand uh, leggings and understand the type of design that you're going for. Now, if you do not want to find a designer, another option is you can go on places like Shutterstock, where they will allow you to purchase the reseller license to sell their designs, or any other stock photo sites where you're able to purchase the license to resell. Whenever you're using someone else's work, you need to make sure that you do your own due diligence, that you are able to place their designs on a product to resell. But nonetheless, these are great places to find good designs. Now, a lot of people, what I see that they go into print on demand, and I know that some people don't have the budget to go and hire a designer. You know, I don't recommend that you go out and design your own designs. Do not create your own unless you are truly a designer. Oftentimes, I see people put together a really, really basic clip art design and they attempt to run ads or advertise it. And when they don't get sales, they ask me, Cynthia, why? And all I have to do is really look at the design quality, and I can immediately tell that they did not go out to find a real designer and that you designed it yourself. Print on demand have very, very little startup costs, but the one thing you cannot cut costs on is the actual design. That is literally the main thing that we are trying to sell. And so when you're wasting your ad money on designs that are clip art, you have to ask yourself as a customer, would you purchase this design? So please do not create your own if you're not a designer. Please find an actual designer or go on reputable sites to purchase your own. Also, another thing is, depending on the print on demand supplier you're going to be using to print your legging designs, make sure you download their design guidelines. Oftentimes, when I see my students, they go out to find designers, they will get back a design file that does not match the guidelines of the supplier. So every supplier requires a different dimension. So make sure you go ahead, download the guidelines, and send those to your designers. Now, before I get into the demo, my number one recommended print-on-demand supplier will be Printful. Again, if you have not registered for Printful, go and register at print.teebootcamp.com. I really do love this company. They have by far the best reviews with the best quality, with the best reputation. I rarely have problems with this supplier, so I do recommend them. Obviously, you have the option to go with anyone that you would like, but I love Printful for so many different reasons. I've used them for a while. Really, really top-notch quality. I have very low customer complaints from them. So this is going to be the supplier that I'm going to be doing my tutorial on. So right now I'm going to be hopping over and giving you guys a quick demo on how to sell print-on-demand leggings. Now, before I get into how to create your first legging, I want to show you a few quick examples. So this is what I mean by a one-sided design. So you can obviously create a design that only goes on one side of the legging, just like this. So if you have a design that you previously put on a t-shirt or a mug, you can literally use the same exact design on a legging. Now here's another example, pattern designs. This is one of my more favorite type of designs because it fills the entire legging. What I like about Printful is that they allow all over prints, meaning the design will be all over the legging, or you have the option to only put it on one side. So in this tutorial, I'll be showing you both of them, both the one-sided design and also the pattern design. Now, another great place, like I mentioned before, is you can go on Fiverr.com and literally type in leggings, and you'll see tons and tons of amazing designers that will help you design amazing quality legging designs. Obviously, go through their portfolio, make sure that they are a legitimate designer. Obviously, again, like I said, do not go ahead and design your own. Find a good quality designer. Um, Also, another place is called Shutterstock. I just simply typed in cat patterns, or if you're looking for a specific pattern that you want, you can literally type that in here and find different types of cat designs here, or if your niche is not cats, you can type in dog designs, whatever your niche is. And as you can see, there are tons and tons of ready-made designs, and all you have to do is go ahead and purchase the reseller license, and you can go ahead and put them on leggings, mugs, pillows, whatever you want. So right now I am on Photoshop. Again, if you do not have Photoshop, I highly recommend that you get it. If you're going to be doing anything with internet marketing or print on demand, having Photoshop is a true asset to your business. So why do we need Photoshop is because when we get started with Printful, they're going to give us a guideline to work with. So when you get into Printful, you can download how their leggings are like and the dimensions that they want you to upload your design in. So I'm going to give you a quick tutorial. Obviously, before you upload your design, make sure you hide away the guidelines. This is truly for your information and for your designer's information. So say for an example, you want to go with a pattern design first. This is the one that is the example I'm going to be using. So obviously this is a cat design. Now notice that my design is filling up the entire legging. They do recommend a full bleed for maximum coverage. So this is what they mean when I hide in the guidelines, that it fills the entire border. So if I put this in, that they're going to make sure that they have enough room when they are actually printing your legging to fill the entire space, so there won't be any white space in between. Now another option you can do is do a one-sided design. So here for an example, there is just one design that you can put either on the left or the right leg. Now before I hop on over to Printful, I want to show you guys why I also love Printful as my print-on-demand supplier, because they allow you to add in a custom logo with your leggings, so your customers will know that it's from you and not Printful. You know, it's such a great way to really brand your leggings. So what you can do is also add in your logo here. Obviously hide out the guidelines before you save your final work. So, you know, say for example, this is my logo over here. You can adjust it, make sure that it is within the red border. Go ahead and hide out the guidelines and save it, and then you can upload it as a logo in the leggings when you go ahead and create the product. So right now I am on Printful. Again, I've already integrated Printful with my Shopify store. So if you have not already, you can go ahead and integrate it. Also, if you are new to print on demand and you want a full tutorial, go ahead and register for a 100% free training at build.teebootcamp.com. So the first thing we want to come and do is to add our first product. So of course, we're going to do women's clothing, and let's go under leggings. They're going to give you tons and tons of different options. I'm just going to pick the first one. So again, you can download the guidelines right over here. Once you click here, they're going to give you the option to download the file that you can send to your designer. But over here, since I already have my design, I can go ahead and upload my file. Now after you upload your design, you can go ahead and also upload the inside of your label. Of course, this is optional, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this example. So as I showed you before how to create this, all you have to do is go ahead and download the guidelines, and you'll be able to also upload your logo for good branding inside of your leggings. So after you are done, you can go ahead and come back to the actual product. They're going to ask you if you prefer the white or the black stitch color. You can go ahead and choose either. I'm just going to stick with white and go ahead and proceed to mockups. Then they give you tons of mockups that you can select from. You can go with the model ones or just the regular looking ones. I like this one, and they're going to show the front and the back. Or you can go ahead and select the lifestyle ones or the fitness ones, and then you can go ahead and proceed to description. I'm just going to say demo cat leggings, and then proceed to pricing. Now for the pricing, I'll be talking a little bit more about that later, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and set all of my pricing. And then after you have set your pricing, you can go ahead and submit to store. Now, after Printful has pushed all of your product mockups to your Shopify store, you can go ahead and view in Shopify or edit it in Shopify. I'm just going to go ahead and view it to show you the preview on how it actually looks like. Now, I know this has nothing to do with phishing, but this is just the demo store. Again, this is how it will look like. You can see the front, the back, the side. I really do love the mockups that Printful has provided you. Also, they have included a size guide, which is very important, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later on. But with print on demand, see how simple and easy it is. All you have to do is upload a design on a product, and you can launch this product and start selling this by tonight. Super easy and simple. So let's talk about pricing leggings. Now, I know I always get questions about it, so I'm going to talk a little bit about it. First and foremost, it has a higher perceived value. If you look at a lot of bigger companies, they're literally selling their leggings for $40, $50, $60. So leggings are considered high ticket print on demand products, and you will get better margins. So when you're going to test ads, you're going to have more room to play with. So I always get a question, which is, what is the good pricing? So my answer to that is it always depends. I find that there are different price points will work for different niches. So you really just have to test out your ads to find the sweet spot. But over here, I've given you 3 different price points that you can go ahead and start testing right now. $39.99 versus $49.99 versus $59.99. Now, what I do recommend is that you start at $39.99, and once you start making sales, I would start increasing the price to $49.99 just to see if I have any drop in conversion rates. If you do see a drop in conversion when you're increasing the price, then I would just drop down to the original pricing. That's just the only way that you can really test whether the pricing is best for your leggings. So it's really all just testing. Now, a common concern that I always get when people are selling high ticket products like leggings is the prices are too high, it will never sell. So here's my answer to that question is your customers can obviously go to places like Walmart or Amazon to buy leggings for super cheap. But here's the thing, those people are not your customers. You can't stop people from going on Amazon to find a good deal. So focus on selling a good quality product to a passionate group of audience and just scaling your ads. Oftentimes, if you are advertising on Facebook, people are impulse buyers. They're not looking for a great deal. They're just going to see your legging and they're just going to decide whether or not they want to purchase it or not. For the product page, you definitely want to give your customers the ability to see different angles of your leggings. Now, of course, I don't know which print-on-demand supplier you are using, but if you're using Printful, they will already have provided you different angles for your customers to see. Also, another thing is if you're selling leggings, please provide a size guide for your customers. It will tremendously help increase your conversion rate because when people are purchasing a legging, the first question that comes to mind is, does it fit me? And so, if they don't find a size guide that says, hey, if you are this and this size, then I will be a small, medium, or large, right? So sometimes if people don't know which size to get, they may not end up purchasing from you. Also, how many times have you guys gotten a customer's email saying, hey, I don't know if this fits me or not? So by putting in the size guide can really help lower your customer service emails. Now, another reason is because sometimes you'll get customers who don't even think about figuring out what their size are. They're just going to go ahead and purchase from you. So what happens is usually when they get the item in the mail, they're going to ask if they can return it or exchange it because the size isn't right. Now, you can often prevent this from happening just by putting the size guide on your product page. Another way that you can increase in conversion rate is by building trust with your customers. Now, I do that in one of 2 ways. Number one is adding trust badges. Now, where I like to add the trust badges are either underneath the add to cart button, or also asking your customers for photos of them wearing your product. Now, obviously, if you're starting out, you won't get customer photos, but when you do start making sales, go ahead and email those customers and ask them for photos so you can post it on your product page. When other customers see that people are enjoying your product, they are more likely to purchase from you. Also, I would include return policies and FAQs because you know people will always have questions, and also really helps cut down customer service. Another thing that you should include in your checkout process is upsells. So whether you're using ClickFunnels or Shopify, you can easily add in those upsells. So say for an example, a customer that is coming in to purchase a legging from you, by adding upsells, they're also leaving with a tank top and a mug along with their order. So it's a really easy way to increase your average order value. So with ClickFunnels, you can add in things like one-time offer, also known as a one-click upsell. You can also do that with Shopify as well. So definitely a great way to easily increase your revenue per customer. Another question that you can ask yourself is, did you have a previous winning design? More than likely, if a design sold very well on a t-shirt, it will more than likely sell just as well on a legging. So it's a really great way to recycle all your winning designs. Also, it's such an easy way to scale your ads by product type. So if a design sold well on a mug, on a pillow, keep using that same winning designs on other product types and market it to your niche audience. Now let's talk about ad creation. Now before I run my Facebook ad to my products, I always like to prepare an ad copy. So I do this one of two ways. I can go ahead and use the mockup from my print-on-demand supplier, or I can generate these mockups on placeit.net, which they give you tons and tons of different mockups to choose from. Now, I do prefer mockups that uses models instead of the generic legging because it allows your customers to imagine themselves wearing it. Also, you do want to test as many designs as possible. As I said multiple times before with print on demand, it's a volumes game. The more designs you test, the more chances you have to find a winning design. Also, I do recommend testing one design in a CBO campaign with 3 to 5 interest keywords. I don't recommend testing more than 5 interest keywords in one CBO campaign. It just has not worked well for me. With that said, testing it with 2 interest keywords has not worked well for me either. So 3 to 5 interest group is a good medium. Now, another question I always get is, what should my budget be for my CBO campaigns? Now, I always say to put in $5 per interest keywords. So say for an example, you're running an ad with 3 interest keywords, then your total budget would be $15 altogether. So I don't want to leave everyone hanging. I do want to give you a quick demo on how I create the ad copy and also run my ads. So let's hop on over. So right now I am on placeit.net. I love to use this website whenever I create an ad copy for my ads because they have very professional mock-ups here that you can use, so I highly recommend them. So really all it is, you can go ahead and type in leggings and they're going to give you tons and tons of different leggings to choose from. You just go in here and if you hover over them, you'll see how your designs could look like on different models. So I'm going to scroll through here and I'm going to pick this one right over here for my ad copy. Now once you're here, they give you the option to upload 3 images because one is for the left leg, one is for the right leg, and then one is on the top of the legging. Obviously you can just go ahead and upload one design. So I'm going to do that very quickly. So now that I just uploaded all my design, I can go up here and download my design and click download. So after you get your ad copy ready, now we can go ahead and create the ad. So just go ahead and click the green button to create the ad. Now once you come on over here, you have the option to optimize your ads either for traffic, engagement, video views, or conversions. So for the sake of this training, I'm just going to click conversions. And then you want to toggle on the campaign budget optimization. And then I'm going to set my budget. So in this case, I'm just going to set it to $15, which means I'm going to be using only 3 interest groups. So I'm going to go ahead and click continue. For the conversion event, I'm just going to go ahead and select the purchase event. Obviously, they're all red right now because there are no pixel events fired, but once you start getting traffic to your website and sales, it will turn green. Now let's come down over here. Now for the location, I like to set this in living in this location just to make sure that I am targeting people that live in the United States. Sometimes people are traveling to the US, but you do not want to target people who are just traveling by and don't actually live inside the US. So for this example, I'm just going to leave the age as is. Language, I definitely like to put in English all, mainly because my ad will be in English, so I do want the audience that I will be targeting ability to have the ability to read English, so I'm not wasting ad money. Now, another thing that you want to make sure is do your detailed targeting. So in this case, I can type in cats. And I always do uncheck this box over here because we do not want to expand detailed targeting. Now for the sake of this, I'm only going to show you targeting one interest group. For the CBO campaign, you can create multiple different assets. So you would create another ad set underneath this campaign, so you will have 3 in total. But over here, we're just going to select automatic placements and then click continue. So the next step would be to add in our ad copy. So I'm going to go ahead and upload my ad. And now we can start crafting our ad. So the first thing you want to do is add in the description. So this description here will be at the top of this ad. So over here I can just say, do you love cats? And I can say, grab yours here. And then you can insert your link. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the link. And I can just say limited time only. And then you have the ability to also add in a headline. So I can just say cute cat leggings, limited supplies, get yours now. And then you can add in the button at the bottom, so I can just say shop now. And to not forget to put your URL to your website, so I can just paste this in right here. So whenever people click the shop now button, they will be redirected to your product page. So that's it, guys. It's really easy and simple. It's really not hard. You just have to create the ad. Obviously, it's not for a camping page, but this is just an example. And you guys see how easy it is. I just took a design, uploaded it onto Printful, and then I created an ad copy using Placeit and made a simple ad that I can start running right now. And if you scroll down here, you can go ahead and click confirm. You can confirm the ad. Facebook will review it, and then they can start spending your budget. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I do appreciate you being here. Also, if you have any additional questions, go ahead and join my free Facebook support group. I have the link down below for any entrepreneurs in the print-on-demand business, e-commerce, drop shipping. You want to learn about Facebook ads, Pinterest ads, anything related to selling things online or marketing. That is the group that you want to be in. So again, 100% free. I have the link down below if you want to join it. Also, guys, if you are liking this type of content, please go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel. That way I know to produce more videos just like this one. Also, if you're interested in mastering the print-on-demand business, I do recommend that you check out my bootcamp. It has everything in there where I teach you how to find a niche, prove a niche, finding designers, design development. Everything that you need to know about print on demand will be in my bootcamp. So if you do want to check that out, I have the link right over here at teebootcamp.com. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much for watching. Live free.